The day, generally speaking, was negative all through the day, and I would expect tomorrow gold and silver will be up. That's what the stocks were telling us today. And the stocks, the people who play the stocks, they don't look at the spot market. They look at the outside market, the next large COMEX close market. And we had some good stories in Saturday's issue. They pertain to Germany asking for their gold, and all of the people marching outside of where the President of the United States was speaking with signs, which the police took away from them. Where is our gold? Because the Germans, the Bundesbank, has requested their gold, and it has not been forthcoming. And there's a good reason for that. They don't have it. They sold it. I mean, these people are evil. And Germany's really upset. And now the Swiss are asking for theirs. And Dubai has asked for the gold from London, and they haven't got delivery either. So all sorts of bad things have been going on, and now they're coming to a head. And they'll try to keep it covered up, but I don't know whether they can or not. I don't think so. And so, generally speaking, it wasn't a bad day. It was a good day to buy in gold and silver-related assets. So if you're thinking of buying, today would be a good day, because I think we may have made a turn again here. Again, they only can manipulate for 3 or 4 days at a time, and that's it. And even in currency, sometimes they can't manipulate beyond 1 day. It's a $4 trillion a day market. Anyway, I had the report Saturday by Rob Kirby explaining how the U.S. government has been secretly sending gold compounds out of the United States. And those gold compounds, as he found out, are coin melt from 1933. So what they've been doing, they got to be at the bottom of the barrel for the last year or two. And they get somebody to sell into the market for them that's got good delivery gold, and then they deliver this coin melt, which is re-refined, and they send the U.S. a bill. And so that's what's been going on. And I've been reporting on this for over a year, and again, I was dead right. The interest rates today on the 10-year, 3.90 is the yield. If you remember the beginning of the year, when it was 2.35, it said it's going to 3.50 by the end of the year. Well, it's 3.90. Where's it going? 4.25. They're talking about the Fed later on this year raising interest rates. So what? The only one that affects is banks who borrow from the Fed. Outside interest rates in the real market are going higher. Pretty simple. And that means that there's inflation, the dollar's going to go down further, and they're going to have to monetize till the cows come home. My guess is $2.2 trillion in all probability before September 30th. That's crazy. Madness. Anyway, desperate people do desperate things. I have one question only, and it comes from George, who sends in lots of them. It's a question for Queen Melody. Did you get this one, Mel?
I don't think so.
Okay, here we go. Since there are bullion coins from a variety of countries such as Canada, United States, Austria, South Africa, Australia, and China, why are they denominated in imperial units rather than metric, since the U.S. is the only country that uses imperial units? Shouldn't the other countries use metric, since that is the primary unit of measure that they use?
Yeah.
Are you still there? Are you going to answer that question?
I'm thinking.
Well, I don't know.
They do use all 1 ounce.
So why don't they use metric? I don't know.
You know, just like they use in any other commodity, they use the same. I mean, they don't use it in their...
I know. They use the old British measures.
Yeah, so...
I've never even heard of imperial units. What are they? Do you know?
No.
I don't. George, we're sorry. We can't answer the rest of the question because we're ignorant. It just goes to show you we don't have all the answers on this show.
No, I'm sure I'll probably get a bunch of emails right here soon.
You know, I was on a program, WPIX in Boston this morning. And after that, I was on with Joyce. And I told Joyce this story as well. And somebody called into the program, and it's a financial program, and said, this is what I think. And when he finished, he said, what do you think? I said, gee, I couldn't have said it any better myself. And I said, do you get the international forecast? He said, no. He said, but I'd like to. And then, we told him how to do that. But the point is this, that there are people out there who know what we're talking about, and that's good. WPIX is the biggest station in New England. I must have reached millions of people this morning on that station. So Joyce informed me. I didn't even know. So anyway, I just thought I'd tell you that. And on Saturday, I won a golf tournament, and Judy came in second. How about that? Not bad for old people. Anyway, that's all the questions I've got. How about you?
Okay. Well, you know, you talked about earlier about how the market turns around and so forth, and I had someone wrote in and said Art Cashin on CNBC, this was on Friday's program, explained the last-minute upticks before 4 p.m. It is bidders who have to raise their bids at the last minute because their bid price has not been met up to that point.
That is entirely untrue. What does he think? We're stupid? What do these guys run around making up these stories? That's crazy. I mean, the market is what it is. It all depends on what your book looks like and what the tenor of the market is. And, you know, the specialist is there, the market makers are there to create a market. I mean, they're aggressive on one side or the other. Sometimes they're neutral, but more often than not, they're on the short side of the market. So that's not true. He's making an excuse as to why the market upticks at the end, and it's a fabrication. The market ticks up at the end because the United States government is buying XPXs. That's why. It's pretty simple. And he's a liar, and that's the end of that.
Well, you know, they must have probably received a lot of questions as to why, you know, all of a sudden you have for them to even address it. They've probably been getting a lot of inquiries as to why. So they should.
There goes the 151.08 up 41. Let me get that.
Are you ready for the next question?
That was the XAU, 158.01, up 0.41 on the day. And gold in the outside month is down $9. And that particular index includes the companies that are hedged. So that means the HUI probably come in at a +2 or 3, maybe more. I don't have the HUI closed because we're on the air. But that's very, very good. Consider gold was down today. So gold's going to be up tomorrow. From my lips to God's ears. What am I going to tell you?
The chairman of state-controlled China Construction Bank says that the U.S. government and the World Bank can consider the issuing of renminbi bonds, mutual cooperation between the U.S. and China to promote Chinese financial service. This is the first time for China. You have the HSBC and Standard Chartered have both said they're preparing to issue bonds denominated in the yuan. This is exactly what Wall Street and the Federal Reserve have been wanting all along from China. Your comments, please.
No. That is not what Wall Street and China have wanted for a long time. That is incorrect. As simple as that. It's another false